whipping across the sky as fast as I could, back and forth, and all of a sudden I was like, Kurt, that's my brother. I'm like, Kurt, look at that spaceship. And he looks, and it was like whipping all over the place. All of a sudden it was gone, just like that. And this isn't a lie. This isn't just for TV, just to make people think I'm cool. It's truth.
I believe you.
Thanks, man.
One time I saw this thing. It was coming like here. It was huge. It was like a comet or something. It was just the biggest thing. Except it turned out to be like a Russian satellite or something crashing to Earth. It was like the biggest thing. It was almost as big as this place here.
But other than that, I think it gives a firm foundation for the entire six-piece, I don't know what you call a six-piece trilogy, right? But for the entire series, it gives a good foundation to begin with.
Professor, do you want to believe?
I already believe, actually, and in spite of all the doubts that must assail a man like myself every day from all sides and all directions and all angles in a cynical world like the one in which we live, I find it very difficult to always believe, and I must want to believe as well.
Have you ever seen something strange in the sky?
Not yet. I still keep a lookout.
Well, that's great. That's pretty good. Troy, have you ever seen a UFO in the sky?
Closest thing is the best I could describe was in the southern hemisphere, November, probably 1995. I saw an equal sign, if you can believe this, luminescent, but it was transparent, but you could see through it. It was the most beautiful thing I've seen. Coming out of the east, going out toward the west. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It wasn't like, your scary UFO. This thing was saying, I am one of the most beautifulest things in all of creation.
So you obviously believe.
Oh, the universe is so vast, and how can we say that we are alone? There are various, I would tend to believe, if we are a conscious essence of souls and of humanity, of faiths, there is more out there, I believe, yes.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, may the force be with you, Troy.
And may the force be with you all. May the force.
See it? Now I gotta ask you a question. Do you believe in UFOs?
Off the record or on the record?
Okay, either. Off the record.
Yeah, sure.
Present time, and I've been working on aliens for the last 10-15 years maybe, and my future work will continue to be with aliens. And
why with aliens?
Well, with aliens is because I've seen several spaceships, and I've had all kinds of other strange things that have happened to me. And I guess
does it happen from being in this particular area, being in this region? Is it these events started happening when you moved to the country, or did they happen prior to that?
No, they happened. The first one was a vision when I was a child. It happened then. I was about 5 or 6 years old. Started from that point, and then through time, and I was wondering why these things were happening to me. And at times, I felt that there was other forces assisting me in my work. So of course I naturally evolved into doing aliens. It just started coming out of me on their own. and I just kept doing them, and now my interests are moving towards angels and.
Do you think there's a
things like this.
correlation between angels and aliens in terms of?
I think some of these things are people that have lived here before and who have become angels, and I think they also visit our planet, as well as maybe the Greys and others. I think there's
But
all
perhaps
kinds
not
of
the
them.
traditional heaven and hell scenario. Something maybe more far-reaching than that. Is that what
Oh
you
yeah,
mean?
definitely more far-reaching than that. I think it's a lot more complex. I mean, I am still learning all the time. You know,
Has your
and
art taken a swing? Like when you started doing this particular type of art that we've seen in the last segment. In fact, was that the art you originally started with, or is there a radical departure from your beginnings?
No, my beginnings have always been to do with change. I mean, from the earliest times I remember, they would move from the real to the surreal, or to the abstract, or combinations of all of these things. And, but to me, they're just labels. I don't really pay too much attention to them. But for instance, like spaceships have appeared in my work as a child. I don't know why, they just did. When I look back at my slides, I see them popping up here and there.